Yeah, hello, Governor. My name is Bill Dunlop. I'm from Wayne, New Jersey. Speaking of jobs, since that's what this is about, what do you feel about the protesters in Washington and New York City and across the country right now? Do you feel that would affect the state of New Jersey, or do you think it's just a countrywide thing that's just going on?
Well, listen, there's some folks who are protesting across the street from the Statehouse in Trenton, so they're here too. So I see them when I'm leaving at night, when I'm coming in the morning. Listen, I think that if you look at the Occupy Wall Street folks and the Tea Party folks, that they come from the same perspective. They just have different solutions. What they're saying is, the government's not working for me anymore. The government is not being fair. The government is not helping me in the way that the government should. Now, the Tea Party folks have one set of solutions for that problem. The Occupy Wall Street guys have a totally different set of solutions, probably 180 degrees different. Now, I don't happen to agree with a lot of the solutions the Occupy Wall Street guys advocate for, but what I will tell you is I understand why they're angry. Because you look at what's happening down in Washington, D.C., and it should disgust all of us. You have a president who's unwilling to drag people into the same room and bang heads and force solutions. You have Congress in both parties who won't talk to each other, won't even have a civil word for each other to get anything done. And yet at the same time, we have people out in the country who are suffering. And they're playing games in Washington, D.C. So I understand why the Occupy Wall Street people have sprung up in the same way I understand why 2 years ago the Tea Party people sprung up. Because they're frustrated with what government is doing and not doing on their behalf. And as governor, and I think as president, the people who are the executives, you have the obligation. You're the one person that everybody in New Jersey elects. He's the one person everybody in America elects. He's the one who's responsible, as like I'm the one who's responsible for getting things done, for dragging people into a room and banging heads together and saying, hey, people expect us to get something done. Where are we going to compromise? We've done that in New Jersey. All the things I talked about, we've done. Balancing those budgets, capping property taxes, capping interest arbitration, pension health benefit reforms have all been bipartisan. I couldn't do it without Democratic support. Why can't they figure out how to do that in Washington? And I think that's where that frustration is coming from. And I think that's why people look at New Jersey in an admiring way right now. Because unlike some of the other states like Wisconsin and Michigan and Ohio, where they're all Republicans, or New York, where it's almost all Democrat, and you expect them to agree with each other, in New Jersey, we have split government, and yet we're working well together.